watch right here, because this is his resource. He's going to write those letters not so big. He's going to keep it kind of down. Good. Oh, you know what? I know why you did that. Wait just a minute. Wait just a minute. I know why he did that. This A right here. Is that is that funny looking A, and they typed it like that. Do we usually make our A like that? We don't. So Oscar, we're gonna put some boo-boo tape on there. And it's okay. He made it exactly like the printer did on the book. And Oscar, I want you to practice that right here. Emiliano, turn around. I want you to practice the A. Where could you find a different A? Where could you find a different A?
I see.
Ah.
I see.
Uh-huh. Some people are showing you. You could find it right there. Look right here. Look right here. Have a seat, Emiliano and Jasmine. Can you see that? Okay, listen. I like how you're finding that A up there. That's great. Right there is pretty handy, Oscar. So do you see that A right there? Go touch it. Touch that A right there. Yes, we want that lowercase A. Okay, sit on your bottoms. Sit on your bottoms so that people behind you can see. Let's see if he's going to practice it right here. So we're going to put a circle. Okay. Can we practice again right here? You hold it. Can you make it like that? Can you do it with a black marker? Thank you. Looking at his resources. Good. Thank you. Thank you so much. And go ahead and finish. Here is. Oh, very good. Now show them what you did. Oscar, look what Oscar and Johnny helped us to do. Donald Cruz. So Donald Cruz, have a seat, Oscar. Donald Cruz wrote a book about Big Mamas. Donald, and I'm going to write Cruz right here. And I know that I'm going to look right here. I'm going to look right here so I know. Okay, so let me read what we've got so far. Good writers always. Why do they reread? They do go back and reread. Why? Why do writers reread?
Because they need to be smart and know how to read words.
They need to read what they wrote, that's for sure. Does our writing need to make sense? Yes, our writing needs to make sense. When you go to Writer's Workshop, should the things you write make sense? Yes. So let's read what we've got. Donald Cruz wrote about Big Mamas. Oh, that wasn't what we said, was it? Donald Cruz wrote a book about Big Mamas. Donald Cruz wrote, and I'm going to get wrote started. Who remembers something funny about that word wrote? It starts with a W that we do not hear. And then we start hearing the sounds. How would we know how to put a word? How would we know how to write a word? Say it slowly so that we hear the sounds. That's good. So let's say wrote slowly. R, Jasmine, I heard an R. And I would like Jasmine to come write that R. Jasmine, do you know where the R is up there? Lowercase r, that's right. She's going to put it right next to that W. Watch her. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. Okay. Oh, what a great looking R. I like that. So W-R, so we've got, help me say it slowly. Road. Road. I hear it. Road. I heard it. I heard, like some of you did, an O before I heard the T. Some are saying T, and I do hear a T. But if I say it slowly, I'm hearing an O before the T. Road. Do you hear that O? Road. You do have an O in your name. What else? Listen. Road. T. And then we have an E at the end that we don't hear. So in this word we have a W we don't hear and an E that we don't hear. Let's see what we've got so far. Help me, please. Donald Cruz wrote a book about Big Mamas. Donald Cruz wrote A. A. It's just one letter, but it also is a word. I'm going to put the A right here. Let's see what we've got so far. Donald Cruz wrote a book about Big Mamas. Donald Cruz wrote a book. We already wrote the word book. I'm going to see if Ian can come write the word book for me. And how are you going to know how to write the word book? Okay. What do we like to say? Say it slowly. Say it slowly. Now, when he comes and writes this word, I'm going to get Christian to come hold his space, because Christian, do we want all of our words on top of each other? And so when you write your sentences in Writer's Workshop, you need to leave space in between your words. So can you come hold him a space? He's got to hold your space first. Now, how are you going to know how to write the word? Say it slowly so you hear those sounds. So he's going, book. I think he remembered something. How did you remember that? Did you remember it from yesterday when we wrote it? That's a pretty good memory. Wow. Wow, look what he did. Book. He remembered what that looked like, Aubrey. He remembered what that looked like from yesterday. Let's see what we've got so far, okay? Donald Cruz wrote, oh, I don't hear everyone. Christian, help me. Donald Cruz wrote a book about Big Mamas. Donald Cruz wrote a book about. And this, well, it is an A, and sometimes, why do you know that's an A, Aubrey? Listen. Okay, it almost sounds like A makes lots of different sounds, but it does kind of sound like the sound that you make. But guess what? Here's how you write about, Christina. See how I had to come back over here? Could I have started right here?
No.
Why not?
You don't have enough.
I don't have enough space right there, so I'm going to put it right here. About. It is a long word. That's why I didn't have enough space, Jasmine. So, let's see if it makes sense, because it has to make sense because someone's going to be reading it. Somebody's going to be reading this. Miss Natalie's class. So it has to make sense to them. Let's see what it says. Help me, okay? Donald Cruz wrote a book about Big Mamas. Does it make sense? I need to write Big Mamas. And big is a word that, oh, listen, hands down. Listen. B-I-G, good. Oh, you're so smart. Watch. Watch. Donald Cruz wrote a book about...
Big Mama.
Oh, we got mixed up. We said Donald Cruz wrote a book about story. That wasn't what we said. Donald Cruz wrote a book about Big Mamas. Mercedes, I'm going to get you to hold the space, Now, when we write Big Mama, some of you are seeing the word big over there, and that's great. And you do know that it's the letters what?
B-I-G.
B-I-G, but we've got to write it like he wrote it. We've got to start it with an uppercase letter because, Emiliano, this is the title of this book. So if you will hold that space right there, hold that space, and I'm going to have Addie come write it. Where could she know how to write Big Mamas at? On the book. On the book. So could you? She's holding a great space for you. Oh, look, Addie's gonna watch to see how she needs to write it. Hey, you could be writing this on your hand while she's writing it on the paper. Can you write? Thank you. That's gonna help you. And if you need to know how to write Big Mamas someday, you can write it because you're practicing right now. Turn around, look, you have to look at the book to know how to write it. So turn around and look. You're going to love it when you see what she's done. She's looking at her resources. Every time she needs a letter, she's looking right here. You can see her head, it's moving. It's going from here to here. From here to here. Turn around. Big Mamas. I love it. Okay, thank you. Have a seat. Okay, let's see what we've got and see if it makes sense. Tell me, is this what we wanted to say, Oscar, Jocelyn, Christina? Slide him up. Donald Cruz wrote a book about Big Mamas.
Yes.
Is that what? Okay, so we're finished. I forgot the period. I'm going to let Emiliano come to the period. Because what does a period do? A period stops our thoughts. So where's the period going to go? Yes, that's where a period goes. Where? At the end of our sentence. Thank you, Emiliano. Now, we really have got to make sure that this makes sense. It was kind of a long sentence, Johnny. That's good. Brianna, will you come up and read what we wrote and make sure that this is what we wanted to say? You read what we wrote? Uh-huh. Was that what we wanted to say? She read it really good. She read it quietly, but she read it very good. So I'm going to read it again and make sure that we're finished with it. Donald Cruz, but I want you to help me, okay? Donald Cruz wrote a book about Big Mamas. Let me look at this just a minute. How many words did we say were in that sentence? Do you remember? We said there were 7. So let's count and see if we've got 7 words in this sentence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we have 7 words in our sentence?
Yes.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
Is that what we wanted to say?
Yes.
Do you think you could do that when you go to Writer's Workshop?
Yes.
You could write a sentence to go with your story? Good. Good job, guys.